that in today's Nigerian politics, you are seen as the archetype of...
As what?
The archetype, a replica of an old Roman god called, what's his name now, who has Janus. Janus has double face. You are a major stakeholder in the PDP. You are also working in an APC government. People are asking whether this says something loud about your political character and personal ideology. If it does, is it recommendable? Is this political character recommendable? Second, Your Excellency, is the fact that now your one of your political sidekicks, former governor of Ekiti State, Ayodele Fayose, recently called your party, the party where you spent several years as a major stakeholder, what did they call a carcass. Are you happy?
First of all, he has his opinion. He knows why he says it's a carcass. I have never said it's a carcass. So all I thought he should have said, or find out for him, he must have found his reasons why he said it's a carcass. So I cannot. I didn't say it. So I don't know why you should ask me that question if I'm happy. Now, let me correct that question, please. Next time, don't say people say, I don't know where you are, where people met. So some people say double face. I take exception to that. Serious exception to that. We must like people who will tell you this is what they will do, and they will do. I made it clear. I was not going to support Atiku Abubakar. I do not attend their meetings. After attending their meetings, I go and do a different thing. I said for equity, fairness, and justice, it is the turn of the South to produce the presidency of Nigeria in 2023. I never hid it. So the issue of double face does not arise. The crew said they saw me in their campaign. I spoke in their favor, and then I went and did a different, that would have meant double face. So from day one, I said no. Two. And I said, I'm not going to support them. Who am I going to support in the South? And there are two parties, two alternative parties. You had the APC, and you had the, what's it called now? I don't know. Okay, but I hardly remember some of these parties that I had. So it says Labour Party. And I looked at it. Who, first of all, my own judgment, in my own opinion, will stand to win that election? Two, who has the capacity to take away Nigeria from where we were? That is my own judgment. I was right. And Bola Tinubu won the election because I was right and said he has the tendency that he is going to win. Two, does he have what it takes to bring Nigeria out from where Nigeria was? So, that judgment, I'm right today. Now, on the issue of me working in APC government, we forget history. Why is it that? That's why I said you shouldn't have asked that question. Bola was in which party when he became Attorney General of the Federation under Obasanjo? So Bola had a double face.
Well, he never spoke of his party.
He did what?
He never spoke ill of the
party never had a problem.
No, it had a problem.
No, what was the problem? I didn't know that you were a major player. I didn't know that you were a major player.
I supported the activities of...
No, you see, that is the problem. When once you have pitched your tent, you don't want to pull out yourself. You don't want to pull out yourself. And our questions mostly are based on where your interest lies, which is not correct. Which is not correct. Now, what is the problem in PDP? If you are saying that, look, You're an opposition party. Are you not supposed to be the one to put your house in order to fight the ruling party? And when you say put your house together, you are being accused of another thing. It's okay. What is happening in PDP to do? Have I not predicted it before now? So what is something that if I'm telling you, but look, if you don't do this, see what's going to happen. It's not in your place to say, let us put so that this thing will not happen.
Okay, Honorable Minister, let's talk about those predictions that you made. You insisted that Senator Sam Anyanwu will be the National Secretary of your party. Today he is.
I did not insist. I said the law should be obeyed. No, so if he is the one I insist.
Honorable Minister, you also said you were going to remain in the PDP and fight it to the end. Today you are still a member of the PDP.
Yes.
Those you describe as buccaneers and vampires, you say have left your party.
Yes.
And there have been defections.
Yes.
But do you think that your party is out of the woods? Is the crisis over? Especially when the President Bola Tinubu, continues to infer to your party as the sinking ship.
He's entitled to. Just like I'm entitled to say it about a party. Now, but let us get it clear. I never insisted that Sam Anyanwu must be. I insisted that the right thing must be done. If the right thing to be done is that Sam Anyanwu should be, if that is your, title that, I insisted. If the law takes place, so be it. And the law has taken place. And I don't know the surround prophecy said I did.
That you remain in the PDP, you will not defect. Then the
I said I'm going to remain in PDP, and which I'm still in PDP. And that's why I said that the right thing must be done. I will not leave this party, which I have done everything for the buccaneers and vampires. If I had left the party, the buccaneers and vampires would have remained in PDP to come and collect ticket.
Is the crisis over?
Well, it is over for now. There are still some things remaining. I've told them they must do. One is, that was held must be upheld. That's no doubt. When we were doing a South Zonal Congress, the Atiku chairman claimed that the PDP governors were not the support of that Zonal Congress. Where are the PDP governors now? Where are they?
So, Honorable,
our Congress was held in Calabar, and there's nothing anybody can tell us. If they want another round of crisis, so be it. That Congress must be. The Chief Darabi emerged as the National Vice Chairman of the Congress. The court allowed it for the Congress to hold. Congress was held. The so-called acting national chairman of the party went and wrote a letter to INEC. Congress was held on Saturday. Say, for example, on the 5th. And you wrote a letter on the 8th, for example, that Congress has been postponed. Something was held on the 5th. And the 8th, it was postponed. So there are no two ways about it. The National Vice Chairman of PDP South is Chief Dan Obi. If they don't agree, that's another round of crisis. Two, the Southeast Congress, which they produce, Ali Odefa cannot stand. Ali Odefa, the court affirmed, he's no longer a member of the party. You cannot. You cannot. You see, these are the things I tell people that what I don't like is impunity. Is impunity. And for somebody like me, we will not condone it. I will not allow it. We won't fight it except they correct it. They said they're going for their convention.
Their convention? Are you not part of it?
yeah, the convention.
When you have not corrected this.
The convention is in November.
It's in November.
Well, let us wait. Let the matter, first of all, there's still time for them to resolve it. Before we talk about the convention. Resolve the matter. Resolve the matter. If the matter is not resolved, there will be crisis.
Okay, sir. Honorable Commissioner, Honorable Minister, how do you see the opposition coalition?
What's
like
that?
the coalition.
What's that? The coalition. Coalition of
Yes, the coalition.
Coalition of who and who?
Should I mention the name of the party, the ADC?
Listen. If you say ADC, how is it a coalition? What makes them coalition? What is a coalition?
So what's your question?
So a lot of people.
So how do you see, will they be able to survive even next year?
In all their political nature have been known for the campaign going from one party to the other. So every political period you do coalition. Every political period you do a coalition. Every political period you do coalition. Which, you see, if you say some people who have joined ADC, it's okay. It's not the first time they have joined new parties. Take for example, it is in their bloodstream that this is what they are going to do. That you can't change it. Atiku was in PDP in 1999. You forgot?
No.
You forgot?
No.
Under Passenger had problem with him. Is that correct? Later he joined who? AC.
Yes.
Which AC was controlled by who? Was controlled by who? Not by the president now. First, say speak out.
We're asking questions.
No, you can't. You know. Now, what happened to him after he came back to PDP? Is that correct? Is that not correct? Then what happened? He moved again to APC. Is that correct? From APC again, he came back to PDP. Is that not correct? Is that not correct?
Yeah.
Just to get presidential ticket every time. Then, from PDP now, he has gone to where again?
ADC.
Kai. So, you see, let me tell you. You tell me. I don't know. Even his son, I will sit him down. I said, Dad, for whatever it's worth. It's just, how can you tell me, as your son, you have made this history of jumping from one party to your almost 80-something years? How? How?
But sir, they say they want to rescue Nigeria.
Hold on. Rescue what? Who has sank? You are VP for 8 years. You are VP for 8 years. You are retired on National Economic Council. What happened?
Honorable Minister, your growl seems to be with the former Vice President.
No. I'm taking one by one.
Are you undermining?
No.
Just a moment. Are you undermining?
Allow me.
Yes.
I want the viewers to you ask, and you are talking about coalition. I say you call coalition because when I move from one party to the other, that means coalition.
But you have only taken one person.
I'm just explaining. I will take another person.
Are you undermining the group of people who have left? Don't forget that members of the APC have also left. Some people have left the APC and are also a part of this ADC party.
That's what we are saying. All over our political history, people leave one party to the other party. That does not mean coalition.
When they're from multiple parties?
That's what was. Listen, PDP. Some people left other parties and joined PDP. Some people left PDP and joined the APC. Some people are not even APC because of one interest or the other. Ask me, what are you doing coalition for? What's the rescue?
If it's not a coalition, what would you call it?
And you are the one who gave them. I said people joined a party. People join one party they call ADC. Let me tell you why they have to do that. It is difficult now for them to have it in PDP. All this has to do with presidential ambition. Can I get my ticket? The way PDP is now, it's not likely that Atiku will get ticket. Therefore, it's not comfortable. Then he goes to tell you, let's come. Let's do a coalition against PDP. It's not correct. It is because he cannot get the presidential ticket under PDP.
What do we say about Senator David Mark?
To do what?
Senator David Mark,
What
who
coalition?
left the PDP, who has been in the PDP since its inception.
Can I tell you something? When we started having this issue of national chairman in North Central, there was pressure that the man could be the national chairman. We refused. Yes.
Why?
Why would you not refuse? What change will he bring to the party? He had been in the party, was Senate President, he was the Senate President for 8 years. What are the things that happen? What is the improvement? I have told you here, I prefer somebody who has not had any position, who has come to tell me that, look, I'm doing this because this government, I want to help for a change, to achieve this and that. I will not listen to anybody who has been in power for donkey of years, who has refused to contribute anything to the development of the country. And now you come now to tell me this story, that look, we need to rescue this country. You were there, the country was sinking. You didn't rescue.
Minister, earlier when you were talking about the 2023 general elections, you wanted to talk about Labour Party, and you said that you hardly remember such names. However, in the last 4 weeks, we have seen you meet with top political generals and lieutenants in Nigeria's political landscape, talking about the Labour Party chairman, Julius Abure, the Delta State governor, the Enugu State governor. Is there anything brewing that you might want to let us know, perhaps politically, or is it just a show of camaraderie with them?
Meeting Delta governor, I never met with Enugu governor. Please. Okay. So I get your facts right. I met with the Edo State governor. I met with the Ebonyi State governor. I met with Kogi State governor. So when you say, I don't remember these parties, they are not parties. So that the public will not say that I don't remember the names of these people. So that, what I mean, well, there are two parties then that will make choice, since I was not going to support Atiku Abubakar.
Okay.
Because part of the problems we have, you people, when you ask questions, you will ask questions that people will fully, and before they go home now and they begin to misinterpret. Governors came to me, they are my friends, we relate. I was a governor. They asked me questions, and I also asked them questions. How are you doing this? How are you doing this? When you were there, how did you do this? Now, he said, Abure came, of course, he's a politician. I'm a politician. What is wrong when politicians meet themselves? Just like you journalists, you meet. Is there any crime that you meet?
So there's no political undertone to it ahead of 2027 general elections?
Undertone?
To the meeting.
Why would I want to tell you what I'm planning against 2027?
So you are planning something?
Why would I'm not a politician? But why should I come and let you know what I'm doing? What till the time comes?
The political interpretation to that meeting outside
is
that you are probably the hand that is stoking Julius Abure's confrontation or disagreement or dispute, if you prefer, with the candidate of the party, the Labour Party.
Peter Obi?
Yes. You are the one stoking that crisis between the two of them.
So who's the one stoking the problem we had in our own state? If I'm the one stoking, look, let me tell you. Anyway, I'm not here to help anybody who's my opponent. If they're having problems, it's my prayer that they should continue to have problems. Do you help your political opponent? Do you help your political opponent?
They're not politicians, Honorable Minister.
You're not what?
They're journalists.
They're not Nigerian, they're not politicians.
Journalists cooperate, but we don't know about politicians.
I can tell you the worst politicians we have are journalists. If you want me to give you that, I'll give you that.
Let's not go there.
There are even more politicians than we claim that we are politicians.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting. But Honorable Minister, let's go to your home state of Rivers.
Yes.
We saw this reconciliation between yourself and the suspended Governor Fubara. And a lot of people had hoped that in the spirit of reconciliation and goodwill, especially since this peace was brokered by the president, that by now we would have seen the lifting of the suspension and perhaps a reinstatement of Governor Fubara. Is there any conversation going on in that regard?
Was I part of those who declared a state of emergency?
Aren't you curious as to what exactly is delaying the restoration of democratic governance back in River State?
Oh, I didn't know that what you're talking about. But there are process now to restore democratic governance. Is that not? Is that not?
Yeah, let's talk about that then.
Now, you see, I've never seen people who are always, that who have made peace, means that when the governor comes back, that peace will continue. The whole thing you're talking about is not just about government. It has to do with the entire system. You need to heal once. And the governor has not come to tell you here that he's not comfortable with what has happened. You have seen the governor say, look, that if President Tinubu did not declare state of emergency, that he would have been impeached. So what does it tell you? I'm comfortable that happened, so that we would have all made peace. And by the time we come, we all work as a team. Do you want to rush just because you want the governor, and at the end of the day, you have not made any peace? And today, there are steps taken to restore democratic governance, at least in the local level.
Let's talk about that. Your party, the PDP, had primaries to pick candidates for the local government election that is in about a month. My findings reveal something very curious, which is this kind of alliance between the PDP and the APC, not to oppose each other. I'm telling you what I found out.
No, but I know you're telling me now for the first time.
I know you know.
But that would be unfair.
Okay, let me put the question.
I know. You be unfair.
Let me put the question and then you tell me that it is not correct.
Okay.
What I gather is that in most local governments, there's that working alliance between the PDP and the APC, where the chairmanship candidate is on the platform of the PDP, the vice chairman will be from the APC. And if it's from the APC, the vice chairman will be from the PDP. And that was what happened in all the local governments, because your party, the PDP, and your other party, the APC, are in alliance.
No, we don't have statements.
Okay, sorry. Okay, sorry. The party that you are, in which you are a minister, the APC.
I'm not a party. I'm not a minister in APC.
APC government.
Fine.
So is that part of the peace that we are likely to see? The larger peace that we are likely to see in River State, that is one political family.
Frankly speaking, you are the one telling me this now.
Really?
I say you are the one telling me this, and you have not given me the names of who is the chairmanship here, that APC is the party. You have not told me anything. You have not made a general statement that if PDP is the chairmanship candidate, APC is the party. Give me an example. See this local government. See this local government. Obiakpo did what?
That's your local government.
Yes. Yes.
You were there. You attended the party primary.
What happened? The PDP candidate.
The APC did hold any primary.
I'm not aware of that. How would I know? What's my business? Listen, why not be patient for research to publish those who are participating, those who are not, but before you jump to conclusion. Now, assuming though not conceding that what you are saying here is an alliance. What is wrong an alliance that will bring peace in a state? Assuming though not conceding. What do you like where you'll be having problems? No. Assuming that is even the arrangement. Will you not be happy that for once that politicians can sit to say, look, let us not do what do you call this syndrome of only you. The winner takes it all. So look, this is our state. All of us are from here.
I just asked that question.
No, I said assuming, though not conceding. I said assuming.
So you don't believe that is what
is a simple English. I said assuming what they did is correct.
They are not considering.
I'm not considering to it because I'm not aware. But I said assuming what they did, as you are saying, is correct. Will you not even be happy that that is taking them to use it to advance other states to emulate that?
Every Nigerian should be happy.
So but if that is the case, I thought you should have said, if that is correct, then encourage them. But for now, I am not aware.
Minister, if this were to be correct, like you had pointed out, this gentleman agreement between the PDP and the APC, from your standpoint, will it be beneficial or detrimental to the people of Rivers State?
If the people say this is what they want, how will it say whether to be beneficial or detrimental? They have, if that's what they have chosen, of course.
Is it the people or the politicians now?
The politicians are not people.
Well,
No,
they stand on different bases.
You make fundamental errors. You remember that when you say people, they are leaders of the people, right? In your family, for example, probably your family listens to you. Is that not correct? Is that not correct?
That's correct.
You hold family meetings. They say they look up to you. Is that not correct?
That's correct.
So, if you take a decision, it means to be beneficial for your people. You think, most of you think that politicians don't come from anywhere. I don't have a home. I'm coming. I don't have a village. I'm not from a community. I came from air. Do you know, as I go home, people come to ask me, what is our position? What do we do as regards to this? And I prefer this is my own thinking.
Okay, Minister, that's you, but can you really speak for all politicians who get into office and alienate themselves from the people? But my question really is still on local government elections. There are those who say, should the election go ahead as announced by RISEC, it will be a recipe for litigation for so many reasons.
Wow.
One, they say it is holding under a state of emergency, which is an anomaly. Yes. They also say the notice of election does not meet the statutory 90 days. It is 21 days. Are you not concerned? Plus, they also say, following my colleague, there's a pattern that has also emerged that your loyalists are emerging as the candidates of the chairmanship. It does look like your structure is back in place. What do you say to people like that?
I don't know who has defined who my loyalists are. But let me not run away from the fundamental question you ask. Ignorance of the law is not an excuse. You know the problem I have in this country? People are used to television advocates. With all due respect, where you advocate law, it's not on television, it's in the courtroom. When the state of emergency was declared, they said it was illegal. How many of them have pursued the case till today?
Your party has.
Where is it? Have they pursued it? Have they pursued the case?
At the Supreme Court?
Have they pursued the case? Filing a matter for people to say we are filing a matter does not mean that you want to pursue the matter. With all due respect to you, it's to play to the gallery. With all due respect. But let me come to the point. I am quoting Supreme Court judgment. Who went to court over that Supreme Court judgment? It was we. When we went to court, people were advocating on television. When the judge gave that judgment, that the election should not hold because it don't meet the requirement. You came out on television lambasting the judge that the judge took bribe. Yes. The repetition that the judge took bribe. The matter went to Court of Appeal. Court of Appeal upturned that judgment. And the matter went to Supreme Court. The House Court of the Law now made a pronouncement and said the judgment of the lower court of the Federal High Court was right. Today it has become the law, is it not? It's not. So you are now quoting. All of them are now quoting. I even had INEC was quoting it. But asked INEC, during that matter, what was their position in court? Let me move further. He said, an emergency is an aberration, but allowed by law. The law knows of a period that will be an emergency situation. The Emergency Act of 1961, I'm coming. Particularly Section 3 of that law provides that every emergency, and then the Governor General then was not President, Governor General. And you remember, the 1999 Constitution gives the President the power to modify lot of colonial period, or even the military. And that was when in 2004, under President Obasanjo, he now brought the modification law of 2004 under the Emergency Act and retained those provisions that under the emergency rule, the president can suspend, modify some aspects of the law. The president can modify, suspend some aspects of the law and allow the president to make a regulation that will guide the governance of the emergency areas. And that was why the President Tinubu, based on the modification law of 2004 made by Obasanjo, now made the regulations. The first regulation, what you call emergency to conduct local government election, was made in June, no May, but was carried in June, where the president said, look, emergency to conduct local government election in order to bring back democratic structures in certain emergency areas. There's the need to suspend or modify the application of the Electoral Act of 2022, the application of the local government, River State Local Government Independent Law, the River State Local Government Law, and the River State Local Government Election Tribunal Law, and gave 90 days within which the election should be conducted in order to bring back democratic structures. Man, it is only in the local government that there is no democratic structure, which was notified by the Supreme Court. Now, when you now say emergency, that they have no power to conduct election, how could anybody say so? You remember the Supreme Court said, where there's no local government, they cannot have access to fund for federation account. Yes. And no governor can set up caretaker committee. Is it not correct? Yes. Now, because of the emergency rule, that judgment was set aside, was kept at the bench, and to allow the local government to access funds. And that's why they appointed sole administrator in local government. You also do the Supreme Court said, look, because there's no budget for the state government, they cannot have access to federation account. Now, assuming there's no emergency rule, would local government have access funds today? Would the state have access funds today? Certainly not. So the essence of the emergency rule becomes imperative. I'm coming.
I'm just conscious of that.
No, this one should take more of your time than any other one. Now, the president, in his wisdom, to bring peace and restore democratic governance in local government, came again with another regulation, which was signed in July, that this election must be conducted within 30 days because the president, from my understanding, does not want to extend the emergency rule. Because extending the emergency rule will not be palatable to the people. But then if you don't do local government election, and then you leave the emergency rule, how will local government now access funds? And when the governor cannot appoint caretaker committee based on Supreme Court judgment, and they cannot get money, is that not crisis in the local government? Is that not crisis? And the president said, look, we don't want this crisis again. While you are here now, conduct this election so that there will be democratic structure in the local government. So that as this emergency rule is being lifted, the governor comes, the assembly comes, right? The assembly comes, and then they take care of the state. And then there's democratic structure in local government. And then they will have access to their funds. If you don't do that election now, the governor comes, the governor will give notice of 1 year by the Supreme Court judgment. And when you give notice of 1 year, you cannot set up a caretaker committee, and they cannot have access to the federation account. What happens in the local government?
All right, we understand all of that.
So
Sorry,
people should, you see, people should, what if you don't have an idea, if you don't know anything, call people, what is this? What is this? It's not every day. Okay, why not challenges? Why not challenges? Emergency rule allows the president to make regulations, allows the president to suspend and modify some aspects of the law. And that's what he has done by suspending some aspects of the Electoral Act of 2022, which he has the power.
All right, Honorable Minister, our time is fast spent. We have just about 3 minutes. You have not hidden your admiration for President Tinubu. 2027 will soon be around the corner.
Yes.
Should the president still come from the south?
Before, where will it come from? It will come from where?
I'm asking, should...
Don't you know my position and our position?
So the question is, how fundamental is that? Because if your party, one of the reasons why you were angry with your party was because it went to the north. It went to a northern candidate. They threw it open. They did not say it anywhere. Now your party, you say things are beginning to settle there. If indeed, or when indeed they settle properly, and there's only to the south, will you be supporting a southern candidate from your party? Or will you still be supporting President Bola Ahmed Tinubu?
Why not? You would have asked me, why do I think I would continue to support President Tinubu? I would have loved that question. Let me tell you, I presented a paper in Abubakar University, and I did say, the bane of our problem majorly is leadership. When you get the right leadership, things will begin to change, improve. If you bring somebody from the south in PDP, and I know it does not have the leadership qualities, take for example, every president in this country, right from 1999, had always said that oil subsidy is a scam. They believe so. But nobody has had the courage to say, we know it's a scam. What do we do? You know?
President Jonathan,
I'm coming. You know, you don't know. If I do it now, if I don't do it now. Nobody was able to do it. Nobody. The day the man was sworn in, he didn't go to his office first before he took that decision.
Yeah, but you just heard President Jonathan did. And
Did
it
what?
was in the cabinet you served. President Goodluck Jonathan did, and there were protests. And then he returned.
Okay, was protest. Was there no protest in this? Was there no protest in this? Has he not been able to solve the problem?
Were they as strong as...
What is strong? What
organized?
How do I know? How do I know? I would have known.
You are a minister.
What I'm talking about, see, let me tell you. Leadership. If you want to do something, let me tell you, don't do haphazardly. If you know that, not temporarily, not small. Look, a president said, I am going to do this. He knows there will be challenges. He knows there will be a kind of a backlash. But he said, look, I'm going to do it. For a short time, we'll suffer it. But in the long run, we are going to benefit it. Today, look at the money each state is getting. Before, it was not. I've been taking that bold step. People suffered for it at the initial time, but we're coming to, stay with it, and things are beginning to change. That's what leadership is all about.
So regardless of who your party feels, you're going to be supporting
So if you can't feel a non-entity.
I'm just asking.
So
you are the one who is saying they feel it. What if they feel somebody who has
at my level, because I'm in PDP, you can't bring somebody I know, cannot even say anything.
Even if he's your friend?
You don't have.
Which friend?
You don't seem to have confidence in your party. Your
I didn't say so.
First of all,
before you talk, let me tell you, first of all, do the right thing. Bring back the national vice chairman of the South Side. That's one. Before we talk about when, because these are people who also participate in that convention. If you deny my zone to participate in national convention, why would I be happy?
All right.